Hello whisky lovers around the world. Jock again from Scotch and Folk on location at the Glencadam distillery, Dundee, Angus, in the town of Brecon, the ancient town of Brecon, and I'm here with the assistant distillery manager, David Wilson. Thanks, David. You gave us a wonderful tour, a very personal tour of the distillery with no visitor centre. We got a personal tour and we were told it was like a little academy. We got a little... And what I have in my hand here, whisky lovers, is some new spirit. And it's beautiful to look at and lovely to sniff as well. Now, David was just telling me that Richard Patterson of White Mackay once said of this new spirit that has a slight minty smell to it, which I'm not really getting. A slight sourness, cereals. Get back to it. Anyway, David, thanks very much.
No problem.
And this here is, of course, your Glencadam 10. Maybe it would be handy to show the folks the tube out. That's this one, eh? Well, this is the tube, in case you want to buy it. The Glencadam 10. In the Netherlands, imported by Bresser and Timmer. It's available at all good liquor stores in the Netherlands. Glencadam 10. There's also a 15 and a beautiful decanter of, what age is it?
23 and 30-year-old.
A 23 and a 30-year-old as well. Beautiful. Now, the Glencadam 10, David, oh yeah, after sniffing the new spirit and getting all the different things, fresh cut grass on it, and a little bit of crushed cornflakes. Oh, and it's a bonny light spirit in it.
It's a very, very easy drinking spirit, Jock. It's what I would like to describe as it's a good whisky for a beginner, somebody that was looking for an introduction into malt whisky. It's a nice dram for a warm summer's day.
Yeah, so nice and easy and light. As I said, like fresh cut grass. It's got a little bit of green apple to it and crushed cornflakes, like crushed cereals. Beautiful, beautiful whisky. And so, how long have you been working here, David?
I've been working in here at Glencadam since 2004. I've been in the whisky industry since February 1989. Before coming here, I was at Loch Lomond Distillers.
Right. And what was your function there?
I started off in the warehouses. My first job was actually taking tops off of bottles if there was something wrong with the label and it was going back into cask. So I progressed from there into stowing the casks and palletising the casks, keeping up with the grain distillery. From there I moved on to the production, learned all about the mashing and the stilling, did that for a number of years, and then saw the production supervisor's job advertised for Glencadam Distillery. Here I am, a happy man.
I can imagine that would be like heaven, eh? And it's, for your information folks, it's you've got these pretty picture postcards, distilleries. I was just telling David, and they're all lovely to look at, and you go inside and they're so impersonal, many of them, not all of them, some of them are quite personal too. Many of them are not personal at all, but here, you know, it's like just like an old factory, and just with working people in it, and we saw it all working, and you get treated in a personal way, and here we are in, what do you call this room, David?
This is just the visitor centre. We take anybody that comes in for a tour of the distillery, they'll get taken in here and given a dram and a bit of time spent on them.
Yeah, and lovely it is, and look at I mean, it's indeed what a beginner's whisky. That's kind of putting it down a wee bit, because I actually quite like it, and I've been busy with whisky for about 30 years, so you know, I wouldn't turn my nose up to this. This is a lovely dram, and it's got a wee bit of cream to it now that it's been in the glass a while. How much time do we have left? Loads of time. What's your favourite whisky, David?
I actually prefer the Islay whiskies. I like a Lafroy cask strength would be my personal favourite.
Right on.
I'm also very keen on the Old Pulteney.
From
I
up in
enjoy
Wick,
that.
Yeah.
But I'm partial to a Glencadam as well, I've got to say. I've not tasted many bad whiskies. That's the beauty of the drink.
Mm-hmm.
There's such a variety. But Island Pulteney, that would be my favourites.
Great stuff. Island Pulteney. And here we have next to the distillery a graveyard. There's a graveyard right next to this distillery. Just over the wall from the distillery there's a graveyard with loads of dead people in it. As you would have in graveyards, of course, there's loads of dead people in it. It'd be a funny thing if it was loads of living people in the graveyard. But anyway, the dead people in there, and the angel's share takes the whiskey up and it rains down on them and it goes down into their graves, and these poor old bogles, they all get a bit of a dram after the rain. Very kind of you to do that, and very kind of you to show us around here as well. It was a lovely thing. And well, lovers of whiskey from around the world, watch out for us for next time. I don't know where we'll be next, but on location at Glencadam at the moment with this fine gentleman here, David Wilson, who showed us around and gave us a lovely dram. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Slán Sivar.
Slán Sivar.